What's going on, everybody? Today we are going ahead and releasing this 220 and also the 200 stacker, which we had problems with the last time. I took a new skim of it. I'm not really sure what fucked up. I'm pretty sure I took one of the power off just to make sure that I was shooting enough and I didn't really lag out and stuff like that. So this one right here is a new skim and it is already on. Oops, sorry about that. It is already on the 200 stacker video, so don't worry about that. This right here is the 220 though, and that's the one we're going to showcase today. I don't have my alt online, so let's hope we can make this work. Yep, so far so good. Again, this right here is the 220 stacker. We have just around 40-50 blocks scatter, and of course itself is that's not 40 blocks. And it's not 40 blocks. I don't think it is. Let me get down here. Oops. That is 35 blocks, so that's also pretty decent. It is possible to make a lot bigger. I'm gonna go ahead and see what I can do about that. But this right here is the 220 stacker, as I said many times before. And yeah, this is the bad boy. So let me see if I can get a scatter on it actually. A bigger scatter. Nope, not at all. That didn't help at all. I'm pretty sure I can do it. But anyways, as you can see, we need to refill sand more than on the other ones. Of course, that is common sense when we raise the cannon. But in general, this cannon here should... Okay, you see, I didn't load that chunk, so it's probably not gonna work. Which sucks. But let's see if we can get some more. Okay, that didn't work at all. I'm probably gonna need my ult here, but the cannon works properly. There's no problem with it whatsoever. You just need to load the chunks here on Saico. There we go. Now the cannon itself hasn't really changed much. We are increasing the hammer, we are increasing the sand compression, but nothing more than that. And of course, we are trying everything I can with the scatter. I don't have the most patience when it comes to scatters, I must agree. It is not... Oh, there he is. That's the scatter I was looking for. But in general, the scatter here should be, on all the cannon actually, it should be 40 to 50 blocks, as this one right now is. I would probably have checked this off camera, but... it seems like I fixed it. 48 blocks, so that's around 40 to 50 block scatter, which is pretty decent for a fusion. Oops, let's go ahead and get rid of that right there, get rid of that right there. There we go. So the cannon itself, of course, needs to be refilled more times now, meaning you'll only be able to shoot 3 times with this cannon here before you have to refill it. So you could actually put an alt up there. It is possible to put an alt up there. And I would probably do it. Hopefully you... Okay, yeah, it didn't work. Hopefully you guys would do the same. Saico is a little bit weird when it comes to canning. One chunk away and then it doesn't work, you know. So there's some problems with that. But hopefully they will fix that soon. In the meantime, I'm just going to do my testing on one shot and hope it works in Saico. But as you can see, it works properly. Now, if you go ahead and remove some... Oops. Remove all of this. We want to go ahead and shoot as far as we can on this plot here. That's the max I can test. So why not go ahead and do that, and that will be right there. So let's go ahead and make sure this right here is a slab. Perfect. Yes. So let's go ahead and check this out. So we should be able to shoot 20 chunks with this cannon without dipping at all, meaning you'll be able to cannon filters 20 chunks away without any problems, which is awesome. But let's just make sure we are... There we go, and then... Go! Oh yeah, that worked. Perfect. Let's hope I had enough sand as well. That looks like it. There we go. Yep, we had enough sand. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. Hopefully it worked. I'm pretty sure I had enough red sand as well. This is not exactly 20 chunks. It is more like 15, 16, but I can't test it further away. And it still works perfectly. If I could move this further away, I would have done it, but I couldn't do it, and I'm sorry, I guess. But this is as far as it goes on this plot, I can assume it does shoot 20 chunks because I calculated the power and I tested it on one shot, so it should be working 100%. Over here we have the normal scatter, and of course you can disable that, and it doesn't really, if you look at it, like right here, it uses 4 pieces of TNT, and that is pretty damn cool. It does come out with a lot of ticks, so it does get rid of it pretty quick. So it uses a stack already, and I probably just filled it. I've only shot a few times, so it does use a lot of TNT. Anyways, this right here is the main scatter. You could disable that by simply doing that. Or over here we have the obsidian breaker, or something else. If something else is a lot of hits, like bedrock, or something like that, you can always do this by putting in this right here. There you go, and put the redstone up like this. Now that you've done that, you need to get rid of this scatter right here. And now you can one-shot obsidian or bedrock if it has a durability on your server. But it is not a big scatter, and you do need to disable this main one down here, or else it won't work. I'm just going to put it back to normal because I'm going to take a skim of it. Over here we have the slap bust. You can increase that as high as the hammer down if you wanted to. There is space for a repeater if you really want to downward hybrid or something. Just add a full tick, a full repeater and a full tick, and then have one single sand in the sand compression. It will downward hybrids. If you want to mess with the ticks on the hammer, you can mess with them right there and right there. Do not change any of the ticks on this one right here. Don't change that. Other than that, I'm pretty sure that's just about it for this cannon here. I do want to show you real quick here how you can reverse scatter with this. So all you need to do is to make sure that this thing that you are firing up is going to be the slap bust, because you want to use the hammer down to shoot up the slap bust. And the way you can do that is simply just changing the piston times and stuff like that right here. I'm going to go more into details. I am not going to do it right now because there is a slight difference between every single cannon, so I'm not going to do it right now. I'm sorry, but I'm not. But what you can do is getting you can get a trapdoor right here, and that will force the slap bust on top of it, or you can use the slap bust to fire up the hammer. There is a difference right there. Like, you can do it like that. All you have to do is make sure that your slap bust is not connected to your hammer at all. You want to do that on like 1-2 ticks, or depending on how far. Like, if it's a dry backboard, you want it to fall a little bit before it explodes. Just add like a full repeater, but just do it like that. And then of course 2 full repeaters right there, as well as the other side, like this right here. Now that you've done that, you're using your you're using your slap bust to fire up the hammer down. Now be aware that when you do that, you will not be able to reverse as high as you probably could using something else, like having the hammer shooting up the slap bust. So just keep that in mind. Use the trapdoor for now if you really need it to reverse scatter. Or just wait for my video. So right here we're gonna put that back to normal here so we don't fuck anything up. But I think that's just about it for this video here. Right here we have the booster for the power, and of course in this case with these fusions right here, because this is one of the only ways to access slap bust besides velocity fusion, of course, we are taking our power twice. So when you're taking power twice, you need to make sure that there is very less ticks in between those. So if you want to make your own fusion, make sure that there's not too many ticks in between these right here. Make sure that one of them is a quick pulse and one of them is not a quick pulse. Or you can have both quick pulse, but I suggest one quick pulse. And of course make sure that these 2 pistons, both the slap bust and the hammer, has different ticks, like right here. And we do that because we want the sand and the slap bust at the first shot, so that goes to the wall first. While that is falling down, we want to have this piston here pressing the hammer out and firing a second shot and shooting down the sand at the slab boss. So it is very important that we do it in this order, or else it will not work. So that was just a few questions for you guys that want to make your own fusion. I'm gonna make a video about all this fusion, how it works, and blah blah blah, as I always do, and we will take it from there. But I think this will be just about it for this 220 fusion. I think that's just about it. Yeah. So remember that if you like this video here, like this video of course, and comment down below if you have any problems with these cannons. And I beg you, if you have any problems, please tell me. Just take 2 minutes out of your time and tell me. I will be more than happy to solve all the problems with this cannon whatsoever, because I know a lot of you guys are using them. So please, 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 if you have a problem, tell me and I'll look into it. But other than that, guys, I want to thank you guys for watching this video here. And if you enjoyed it, as I said, like the video, comment down below. And as always, guys, remember to subscribe to my channel. My name is Dexter, and I'm out.